Have you ever wondered how our home, the Earth, came into existence? Well, let's take a trip back in time, about 4.5 billion years ago. Picture a vast cosmic arena filled with dust and gas clouds. These were the remnants of the sun's formation, a celestial leftover, if you will. In this celestial soup, the seeds of our planet began to take shape. The dust and gases started to come together, pulled by their own gravity. This process, known as accretion, led to the formation of a hot spinning disk. Imagine a cosmic pizza dough twirling in the hands of a celestial chef. This hot spinning disk was not the lush blue planet we know today. Far from it. It was a volatile and violent place, a world of molten rock and intense heat. But with time, things began to change. The planet started to cool down, and as it did, the outer layer began to solidify. This formed what we now know as the Earth's crust. But what about the air we breathe? Where did that come from? Well, our atmosphere also had humble beginnings. Volcanic activity, which was rampant in the early Earth, released gases trapped within the planet's interior. These gases, including water vapor, carbon dioxide, and nitrogen, began to form a thin veil around our planet. This was the start of our atmosphere. Over millions of years, this atmosphere would continue to evolve, eventually creating the conditions necessary for life as we know it. But that's a story for another time. For now, picture the early Earth, a hot, spinning sphere of rock and gas. It was from these fiery, tumultuous beginnings that our planet emerged. From dust and gas to a world teeming with life, the transformation is nothing short of miraculous. And so our planet was born, a hot, spinning sphere of rock and gas. From a lifeless sphere, how did Earth transform into a planet teeming with life? Let's go back, way back, to around 3.5 billion years ago. This was a time when the Earth was a vastly different place, a time when the first whispers of life began to stir. But these weren't complex creatures like we know today. No, these were simple life forms. Microscopic single-celled organisms known as bacteria and archaea. These tiny pioneers were the first to call Earth home. Amazingly, they thrived and evolved in conditions that would be inhospitable to much of today's life. They didn't require oxygen, they didn't rely on sunlight. Instead, they extracted energy from chemicals in their environment, a process known as chemosynthesis. But then, in a major evolutionary leap, something extraordinary happened. Some of these bacteria developed a new way of getting energy: photosynthesis. This revolutionary process allowed them to harness the power of the sun, using light to convert water and carbon dioxide into glucose and oxygen. Photosynthesis was a game changer. It not only provided a new, abundant energy source, but it also started pumping oxygen into the Earth's atmosphere. And while this was poisonous to many early life forms, it set the stage for a new kind of life that thrived on oxygen: aerobic organisms. Fast forward to the Cambrian period, about 500 million years ago. This was a time of extraordinary diversification of life, known as the Cambrian explosion. In a relatively short span of time, many of the modern animal phyla we know today made their first appearance. From simple sponges to complex invertebrates, life was becoming more varied and complex. And so, the Earth continued to transform, from a barren rock to a vibrant, living world. It was a painstakingly slow process, taking billions of years, but the result was nothing short of miraculous. Thus, in a billion-year-long spectacle, life made its grand appearance. When we think of Earth's past, we often imagine dinosaurs. But how did these incredible creatures come to be? The curtain rises on the Mesozoic era, a time period that started around 250 million years ago. This was the age of dinosaurs, a time when these awe-inspiring creatures ruled the Earth. But what were the origins of these titanic beasts? Dinosaurs evolved from earlier reptiles, branching out and diversifying into a myriad of forms and sizes. From the towering, long-necked sauropods to the swift and deadly raptors, dinosaurs dominated the terrestrial ecosystems for over 170 million years, a reign longer than any other group of animals in Earth's history. The world of the dinosaurs was a vibrant and dynamic one, marked by a constant push and pull of evolution. They adapted to their environments, and their environments shaped them in return. Some dinosaurs developed feathers and wings, some honed razor-sharp claws and teeth, while others grew to sizes that defy our modern comprehension. They were the masters of their world, a testament to the power of nature's creativity. But as the saying goes, all good things must come to an end. The reign of the dinosaurs was no exception. Around 65 million years ago, their world was rocked by a one-two punch of catastrophic events. First, there erupted a series of massive volcanic activities, choking the atmosphere with ash and gases. This was followed by a devastating asteroid impact, a cosmic gunshot that spelled the end for the majority of dinosaur species. Yet even in their demise, the dinosaurs left a lasting legacy. They are the stuff of our dreams and nightmares, the source of our fascination with the prehistoric world. Their fossilized remains continue to offer us tantalizing clues about life on Earth millions of years ago. And let's not forget, in a way, dinosaurs are still with us. The birds we see flitting about in our backyards are their direct descendants, a living testament to the dinosaur lineage. The reign of the dinosaurs ended, but their legacy lives on in our imaginations. With the dinosaurs gone, a new kind of creature would come to dominate the Earth: mammals. These warm-blooded, fur-coated beings had been living in the shadows of the dinosaurs for millions of years. They were small, nocturnal creatures, scurrying in the night, avoiding the dinosaurs' gaze. But with the dinosaurs out of the picture, mammals started to evolve and diversify, filling the ecological niches left vacant. From tiny shrew-like creatures, mammals evolved into a myriad of forms. From the largest whales to the smallest bats, from the slow-moving sloths to the fast-running cheetahs. They became the most diverse group of animals on the planet, adapting to life in the sea, on land, and in the air. Now let's look at a particular group of mammals, the primates. This group includes monkeys, apes, and yes, you guessed it, us, humans. Primates first appeared about 60 million years ago, evolving larger brains, forward-facing eyes for better depth perception, and grasping hands and feet for life in the trees. The evolution of primates took a significant turn around 6 million years ago, when a group of primates known as hominins started to walk on two legs. This group includes all species that are more closely related to humans than to chimpanzees, our closest living relatives. And then about 200,000 years ago, a new species appeared on the scene, Homo sapiens, or wise man. These early humans began to spread across the globe, adapting to a wide range of environments, from the freezing Arctic to the scorching deserts. They developed tools, language, and culture, and began to transform the world around them. From humble beginnings, mammals, and among them humans, came to rule the earth. Their journey is a testament to the power of evolution, a process of change and adaptation that has shaped life on Earth for billions of years. And it continues today, shaping us and the world we live in. We've traveled billions of years into the past, but what about the future of Earth? As we stand on the precipice of the future, our gaze turns towards what lies ahead. The future of Earth, like its past, is a tale of perpetual change. It's a story that unfolds, not in years or centuries, but in millions and billions of years. So what does science predict for our home planet? The Earth, much like us, is not immortal. The clock is ticking, and the countdown is set by our very own sun. For about 5 billion years, the sun has been burning hydrogen at its core, producing the heat and light that make life on Earth possible. But it won't last forever. In about 5 billion years from now, the sun will exhaust its nuclear fuel. The core will contract under its own weight, causing the outer layers to expand. The sun, as we know, will transform into a red giant. This transformation will have profound implications for Earth. As the sun expands, it will swallow up the inner planets, possibly including Earth. If Earth manages to escape this fiery fate, the intense heat from the red giant sun will evaporate our oceans, rendering our blue planet a barren, lifeless rock. But what about life? Could it persist in such extreme conditions? Some scientists believe that life in one form or another might continue to exist. It might not be life as we know it, but life that has adapted to survive in these harsh conditions. Perhaps life will find a way, as it always has. So the future of Earth, much like its past, will be shaped by the cosmic dance of celestial bodies and the relentless march of time. It will be a testament to the power of change and adaptation. It will be a story of endings and new beginnings. While the future remains uncertain, one thing is clear: the story of Earth is a tale of constant change and evolution.